So my name is Andrea Jimenez and I am a lecturer in information management. So I grew up in Lima, Peru, and I did my bachelor's degree on communication for development, which focuses on communication strategies to address development needs. And as part of that, I also looked at information and communication technologies for development. I then came to the UK to do a master's degree on sustainable development with a focus on information communication technologies for development, or ICT for D. And then I did my PhD in management, where I looked at innovation and technology and development impacts. I didn't always know I wanted to work in information management. I ran into it quite late in my career. I was interested in how innovation happens within organizations and the impact of innovation in society at large. And I learned about information management and the use of knowledge and how knowledge can be shared to promote and encourage innovation to happen. And that's sort of how I ended up in information management. So my teaching style, I tried to be very inclusive and try to create a very welcoming environment for students to feel like they can interact. I also use lots of different case studies to try to bridge the gap between theory and practice, and when possible I also include some of my research so that I can share with students some of the work that we are doing here. So my research interest is around the role of innovation in socioeconomic development, and I look at two very distinct dimensions. I first look at the dimension of the organization and how innovation happens within organizations, what encourages it, what constrains it, and then I'm more interested in the kind of broader geopolitical dimension of innovation and the impact of innovation in society to addressing development challenges like sustainability, social inclusion, and so on. So the Information School's mission is to empower people, organizations and society at large to use information to make decisions in an increasingly dynamic and complex world. And as such, what you'll find here is a group of scholars, researchers that are interested in that kind of perspective, in contributing to society from different disciplines. You will find people using different methodologies, people looking at different case studies from all over the world. So what I would say is that if you're interested in that kind of global perspective and in making sure that we use information to improve things in society, then you should come to the Information School. So living in Sheffield has been great so far. Before this I was living in London for 3 years, so Sheffield felt like a very welcoming environment for me. It's great because on the same day you can be in the city where there is lots of cafes, restaurants, cinemas, theatres, and then the same day you can take a bus or you can take a train and be in the middle of the countryside. So Sheffield does give you that opportunity to be in town and to be in the middle of it, and also to be able to escape and have some countryside space. I would say that there's also lots of different communities, different activities that you can do here as well. So for instance, I'm part of a group of people that do running and then do some volunteering work, which is called Good Gym, and that is how you get to meet a lot of local people and also see a lot of Sheffield as well. So what I've enjoyed so far at Information School is meeting people from different parts of the world, like China, India, Bahrain, Libya, Greece, Nigeria, Spain. And so it's been really good because it does provide that international space. And also it's been great to meet people studying different things, so like big data, librarianship, chemoinformatics, things that you wouldn't necessarily be exploring yourself. So it's been really good to have that variety and that interdisciplinarity here. So the first piece of advice I would give is to buy a very good winter coat, because it's going to get very cold here. The second piece of advice I would give is to come and be very excited to learn from different perspectives and to try to explore the university at large. Make sure that you can use all the resources that the university provides. So the university will provide a lot of different spaces for you to use, different resources like the library. You can also join the student union, and we also will do lots of different activities there for you. And make sure that you can use all the discounts that the city offers for students.